Hi guys, and welcome to my Doctor Who Season 13, aka Flux, review. So yes, I'm back with a rare television review on my channel. Yes, Doctor Who Season 13 has just concluded. The season finale just finished about an hour or two ago. I've just finished watching it. Yes, so Jodie Whittaker's third and final season as the Doctor before she bows out in her specials next year. And I think we were all hoping that she'd get a good season, just finally something good after, season 11 and season 12 were very, very divisive. They certainly split the Doctor Who fan base in half. Well, I'd say more negative than positive personally. And a lot of fans are just hoping that for Jodie Whittaker's third and final season we could get something good. And yes, so we've just finished. Of course, it was a very sort of special sort of season, wasn't it? Because it was only 6 episodes, and it was all revolving around really like one big storyline spread across 6 episodes, which I don't think's ever been done in Doctor Who. So it was kind of sort of like a mini series plot. It was season 11 and 12 were 10 episodes, or before that I think it was 13 or 12 episodes with the previous 10 seasons. So yeah, and I've got to say right off the bat, even though on the whole I still think there's a lot left to be desired from this season, from Flux or season 13, whatever you want to call it. I do think this was a stronger season than season 11 and season 12 for Jodie Whittaker. I think there was quite a lot of positives, still quite a few negatives as well, but on the whole, I actually quite enjoyed this. This style, and of course I heard it was going to be 8 episodes, but then it got cut down to 6 because of COVID, because this was filmed last year during the pandemic season 13, so that's why it was only 6 episodes. And yeah, the aka Flux. So I'm going to start off with all the positives and then all the negatives. So for my Doctor Who season 13 Flux review. So I've got my Doctor Who hoodie as well. Woohoo! So yes, I quite enjoyed the tighter structure, like I said, of the 6 episode story structure, where the Flux has happened, or the Flux is about to happen in episode 1, as we see on the Halloween apocalypse. And basically the Flux is this massive universe-ending threat that's going to destroy all life in the universe, and the Doctor's got to stop it. You just found out about it really recently, and basically the Flux is destabilising all time and space. This has massive repercussions all over the universe. All the different species are reacting to it, and the time is falling apart, space is falling apart. They've got this big new powerful villain on the scene called Swarm, who's like a really old enemy of the Doctor who wants revenge because he knew the Doctor from the Doctor's previous lives before William Hartnell. So yeah, there's a lot going on. The first episode was crazy because it was like, have a bit of this, have a bit of that. I think Chris Chibnall, he knew how divisive season 11 and season 12 were, so he just kind of threw the kitchen sink at us Whovians and went, have all this, have this crazy Doctor Who story in 6 episodes. So it was very ambitious, I will say, very ambitious to what Chris Chibnall and the writing team tried to do this season, trying to cram so many plot lines, so many characters, story threads, villains in just these 6 episodes. It was very, very crazy. And quite a bit of it worked, and quite a bit of it didn't. But yeah, I'll keep going on with the positives. So there was so much going on. Like there was, I think, a lot of episodes. There was like 3, 4 storylines all happening at once, like inadvertently, like, a bit over here, a bit over there. It's crazy. But some of the episodes I did enjoy. For the 6th, I thought the Halloween apocalypse was crazy. It really set the going, because we got introduced to John Bishop's character, to Dan. A lot of it was in Liverpool. Hey, my home city of Liverpool. I'm looking forward to, I think John Bishop joined the crew as Dan. So much going on, and of course the Lupari, of course, of Carvanista trying to form a shield around the Earth. Episode 2, it was War of the Sontarans. That was good. I quite like seeing the Sontarans back in action. We haven't seen them for a while. That was cool, with like the Crimean War, and then they're taking advantage of the Flux and all that. Once Upon a Time was not that good. That was just kind of the Doctor hopping all over all these different time points, thanks to Swarm and Azure. That one was a bit crazy. Episode 4, Village of the Angels, I think was probably the best episode. Really enjoyed that. The Weeping Angels were back. That was quite scary, and there was some really inventive ways about how to make the angels creepy again. We haven't seen the Weeping Angels, I don't think, since Matt Smith's days as the Doctor, way back then. So yeah, it's been a while, so it was good to see the Weeping Angels back. And of course, the end of the episode where the Doctor turns into an angel, and then she's recalled back to Division. That the Time Lord secret society that was, secret agency that was discovered back in season 12. Survivors of the Flux was, I'll get onto that. And the Vanquishers, the final episode, which was the finale, which I've just finished, was crazy. Like they crammed so much in to the storylines. Like I'll say, I'll get to that. So I'm still trying to process so much of what happened in this season. It was crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I loved all the new additions. Yeah, I really liked all the new characters. Most of the new characters were really good. I thought, like Dan, played by John Bishop, I thought he did a really good job. Maybe I'm just biased because I'm from Liverpool, and it's great to see a Scouse companion, and John Bishop's a very well-known celebrity, and quite a good actor too. Yeah, I loved him, but he's like this local nice Scouse guy, but he's a bit down on his luck, you know, and then he runs into the Doctor with Carvanista and all that, and he gets hooked along in all these ventures and meets the Doctor and Yaz. I liked him, even though he didn't have a lot of character depth or motivation. He just kind of like along for the ride for a lot of adventures, and a lot of episodes he kind of fell to the background and just said the online here and there, oh Doctor, look at that. Although in War of the Sontarans he did have a few funny scenes with a whacking the Sontarans. How'd you like that, eh? And of course Evil Dan. If you've seen on YouTube all the Evil Dan videos, oh my god, like making him look like an evil character. So stupid. How'd you like that, eh? Boom! With the whack, and oh my god, there's loads of Evil Dan videos on YouTube, just look them up. But yeah, I think he did a good job, and like I said, I do think he needs a bit more character building, John Bishop's character as Dan, because he did kind of fall to the background a little bit in a few episodes, and he kind of looked like, made him look like a bit of an idiot compared to Yaz, I'm still not a big fan of Yaz. But I do think he's going to be, well, we've seen he's going to be sticking around for the specials next year, and maybe he'll still be a companion come season 14 with the new Doctor, Russell T Davies. We will see. But anyway, I thought Dan was a good addition, but I do think he needs a bit more character development, which maybe we'll see, or more to do. He feels more of an important part of the TARDIS team. But yeah, I did like the inclusion of Dan. I really liked Jericho, the scientist, played by, I've forgotten his name, but he plays Gibbs in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. He was really good. He was introduced in the Weeping Angels episode. I really liked him. Carvanista, I liked Carvanista very much, the dog guy, but he was in quite a few episodes. He saved their bacon a lot of times. He was cool. Diane, who was John Bishop's like lady friend from Liverpool. I really liked her too, even though she's only in a few episodes. But she's the one who kind of came up with the plan to save the universe at the end of the day. She's the one who came up with the plan that helps defeat the Flux and save the universe, if you think about it. So well done, Diane. Kate Stewart's in this episode, in the season, very brief. She's only in a few scenes in the finale in episode 5, but it's great to see Kate Stewart back. We haven't seen Kate Stewart, I don't think, since the Peter Capaldi Zygon episode. So yeah, it's good Zygon episodes. So it's good to see her back for a little bit. So there's some good new additions for the season 13. Jodie Whittaker, I feel she was good. I've never really had a problem with Jodie Whittaker. I think she's a good Doctor, but I think she was still very solid here. The writing in a few episodes, like I said, were a bit better. She had a bit more to do, and I think in a lot of episodes, like a more exciting storyline to be involved in. Even though there's so much expositional dialogue, which is haunting Jodie Whittaker ever since her debut in season 11. Like every scene, she's got to say, "What's going on? I got to do this. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, damn. A lot of her scenes are like that, and after a while, you're like, oh, God. It's the way she's written, or that Jodie Whittaker acting, but it gets annoying. Like every scene, yeah, let's go. And you're just like, can you stop? She was good. I think she was good, Jodie Whittaker. I really got to explore more of her character with like the Timeless Child bits, in her confronting Division, which was interesting. Like the force of the Flux weighing down on her, like she was splitting for all the different timelines. Yaz is still Yaz. Yeah, she's fine, but she's just there. She just doesn't do anything for me, Yaz. And this is her 3rd season, and she's just fine, Yaz. She's just, like I said, the Angels episode, Village of the Angels, was really cool. Really enjoyed how the Angels were utilised in that. The villains, I thought, were good this season. Some good villains. I thought the main 2 bad guys, I think more or less, were Swarm and Azure. Like the Ravagers, they knew the Doctor back in the day, in the Timeless Child era, like before William Hartnell, they knew Ruth Doctor, and they were trying to destroy the universe. Now they're back, and they want to do it all again. They want to utilise the the Flux to destroy the whole universe and like over and over again and make the Doctor suffer and get payback for the Roof Doctor beating them. And I thought they were good villains. I thought Swarm was really cocky, really powerful. He was always in control. He was always like one step ahead of the Doctor, really calm and cocky and just a dick, just a really cocky dick, but I liked him. He was really, felt like a really equal to the Doctor. And Azure was good too. She didn't get quite as much screen time, but she was good too. That little one-on-one scene with the Doctor in the finale was quite good, how she just wants to make the universe suffer and it's all your fault, Doctor. I quite like that. The Grand Serpent, he was cool. He didn't get as much screen time as the Ravagers, but yeah, there were lots of villains in the final 3 episodes. I quite liked the Grand Serpent. He was a massive dick, bit of like a grand space dictator. What was his plan though? Just to rule the Earth with the Sontarans? What was his plan? And he just had deformed people's faces with a serpent. I was like, okay, and then but he was good. When he was on scene, he was good. I quite like the Grand Serpent, and I think we may be going to see more of him maybe in the future because he doesn't get killed off. The Sontarans were a big part of this season. Of course, the episode 2 were all the Sontarans, and then the final episode, the Vanquishers, they were a big part of that. You know, they wanted to utilise the Swarm to defeat the Daleks, to defeat the Cybermen, and rule the universe as one big Sontaran empire. And I quite like that utilisation of the Sontarans. They look like a really unique, well not unique, but really smart enemy. The way they just destroyed the Dalek and Cybermen fleets using the Flux, that was really cool and inventive, and I quite liked them in the War of the Sontarans too. I wanted to ride a horse and all that was cool. The Weeping Angels were good too. In Village of the Angels, I really enjoyed their inclusion as well. The Weeping Angels were so good because they always really so scary, but I really like their inclusion in Village of the Angels, even though they like the Division's servants in a way, which okay. But that was cool. The angels were really scary as always. Well, they brought back that fear factor of the angels, which we haven't seen for a while, in Village of the Angels, episode 4, which was good. I loved seeing Liverpool in quite a lot of episodes. Like we saw Liverpool, like the backdrop set in Liverpool, which was great. Because, you know, like I said, I am from Liverpool. It's my home city. I'm a Scouser. And it's just great to see parts of Liverpool. Like episode 1, we see the Mersey, we see the Museum of Liverpool, we see the Liver building, we see Anfield. That was great. Even the Doctor makes a Klopp reference. That was cool. And we see Liverpool in episode 2 with like the Albert Docks and the Sontarans all by the docks and all that. And we see Liverpool in episode 6 and the Sontarans marching all over Liverpool, like Liverpool 1 and all that. That was great. I loved seeing that. So yeah, to see my home city heavily involved so much in this show. Of course, the Williamson Tunnels, which played a huge part in this show, near the finale, which played a heavy involvement. So it was great to see Liverpool play such a big part of the setting of season 13. This is more into negatives now, but the finale was very enjoyable in parts, but it felt so rushed. So many parts of this felt rushed, like because there was just so many storylines going on, which I'll get onto in the negatives. So much was going on. It was just hard to focus. You're like, there's just so many things going on in these episodes. You're just like, okay. So a lot of it's turn your brain off. Lots of plot points. And I felt the finale, which I just watched, did feel rushed. Like some of the plot points just get wrapped up so quickly. And like 5.5 episodes of build just gets wrapped up so quickly. And I feel like maybe they were rushed because, like I said, 6 episodes is short for a Doctor. It's the shortest Doctor Who season yet since the revival back in 2005. That's probably was because of COVID last year. That's why the season was shortened a little bit. I do think we needed at least 8 episodes personally, but whatever. We only got 6. And it does, obviously, there's a bit of a cliffhanger when the Doctor talks to time itself, and she gives the Doctor a warning about your time's coming to an end, and no more regenerations. You will face the Master in his army. He's like, ooh, so is the Master going to come back? So of course we know Jodie Whittaker's bowing out as the Doctor next year. She's only got 3 specials left, and then she's going to regenerate onto the 14th Doctor. So we'll see what happens there. Is the Master coming back? How are they going to get past? Maybe has she got no more regenerations left again? Because that happened to Matt Smith. Oh, I don't know how they're going to get past that. But we will see. We will see. Because that was Matt Smith's finale, wasn't it? He had no regenerations left until the Time Lords gave him some. So yeah. And I'm looking forward to Jodie Whittaker's specials next year with the New Year's Day special, which is coming soon. Then 2 more specials, and then that's it. Jodie Whittaker bows out as the 13th Doctor. And then season 14, with a brand new lead writer with Russell T Davies. Yes, in 2023. So yeah, on the whole, I do think this was a good. It was good. Still nowhere near prime Doctor Who, like Matt Smith, Capaldi, Tennant, and Eccleston. No, but it was definitely an improvement in my opinion on season 12 and 11. But that's not saying much. So yeah, I'll get on to the negatives now. There was just too much going on. I think for 6 episodes, it was just they bit off way more than they could chew with this whole Flux universe-ending storyline, destruction of the universe, all these different timelines, all these different places, all these different characters just crammed into these 6 episodes. It felt way too rushed, in my opinion. And they needed more episodes to fit all this in. There was just too much going on. So, you know, we had the Ravagers, we had the Flux, with the Division, with the Grand Serpent and his thing. We had Vinder and Bell going around all space. We had a lot of screen time for Vinder and Bell, which doesn't really go anywhere. Then we had lots of timeless child stuff with the Division again. The finale with the Sontarans and the whole plan with their version of the Flux. The Doctor flipping around all these timelines with the Williamson tunnels, the Williamson fella himself. The Doctor and Dan and Carvanista in the Sontaran ship. The whole psychic command thing with I think the woman from the 60s, and she got like displaced. It's like, there was just too much going on. My dad watched a few episodes with me, and he was just like, Adam, what is this? Do you have a clue what's going on? I was like, no, Dad, no, I don't. I do not. Chris Chibnall just lost it. He's so there was just so much going on. I did get bits of it, but it was threw too much at us. Like the Flux idea was cool because you find out that the Division, the secret Time Lord society, whoever they are, the secret Time Lord agency, they've been hiding all this time in between universes, which I thought David Tennant was the void, but okay, whatever. They've been hiding there forever. And we find Tech Tayoon. She was the woman who found the Doctor as the timeless child, and through her, the whole regeneration thing, she helped form Time Lord Society. That's who Tech Tayoon was. The big reveal there, dun dun dun. And she has all the Doctor's memories and the fob watch, which he never actually touches and opens, which I never understood why. Just open it, Doctor. It's all your fucking memories in there from all your previous lives before the first Doctor. But whatever. Yeah, that was just felt like such a massive reveal. That's who the Division are. They're behind the Flux. They want to destroy the universe because they're fed up of the Doctor interfering in everything. And they move on to another universe. So that's like a multiverse theory. It's like, but what? That just felt like such a massive reveal, and it was just like a little 10-minute scene. And then Swarm comes in and melts Tech Tayoon, and that was that. I was like, what? What? So where the hell has a Tech Tayoon in the Division been all this time with all the previous Doctors, all the centuries, thousands of years the Doctor's been around? You're telling me that they've never interfered, they've never popped their heads up anywhere? It just felt like such a something that big. They would have been mentioned beforehand in Doctor Who at some point with another Doctor, but no, it just felt like such a huge reveal for such. So yeah, they're behind the Flux, but then the Ravagers, of course, want to take advantage of the Flux, and they want to destroy the universe, and they don't do it in the finale, but they get stopped by the Doctor. With this cool plan with the what are they called? The Ravagers, those things, the Guardians, the suits with all the people inside. They use that plant. That thing sucks up the entire. That thing sucks up the Flux. Boom, done. And then that defeats the Ravagers. And the way the Ravagers get beat, I didn't like that with Swarm and Azure. They just get melted by time. And that was it. They were really cool villains, and they just get melted by time, and that was it. Okay, Grand Serpent just gets marooned on this rock in the middle of nowhere. Okay, Vinder and Bell just kind of hook up again. Yay, we're back together, woohoo! We're having a baby, woohoo! Okay, Carvanista finds out he's the last of his species, because obviously they trick the Sontarans when they think they destroyed the Daleks and the Cybermen with the Flux. They turn it back on the Sontarans and they trap them behind the wall, and the Flux destroys them. That was cool. Jericho sacrifices himself, which was dead sad. Really sad about Jericho dying. He was like, "I've had a good life, Doctor." Oh, Jericho, I liked him. Yeah, there was just too much crammed in, and the finale felt too rushed. And the Division reveal, like I said, just felt so way too much, way too convenient, way too soon. The Vinder and Bell stuff I wasn't a fan of at all. Too much screen time devoted to them. Yeah, I feel like if this could have just been a few episodes longer, this could have been a really good season. Because there was some good stuff in this season. I thought the Flux, the Division, Swarm and Azure were good villains. The Grand Serpent was a good villain. The Sontarans and their plan was good. I just think we needed more episodes. It was too rushed. Game of Thrones season 8, you know, it was just too rushed. They needed more episodes to tell this entire story. And they only had 6 episodes, so... But that's that now. But on the whole, I did enjoy Doctor Who Season 13, Flux. I do think it's a good season of Doctor Who. It's still, like I said, nowhere near as good as Doctor Who has been under, you know, Matt Smith, Eccleston, Tennant, Capaldi. No, but it's definitely better than Season 11 and Season 12, which I thought were really average seasons of Doctor Who. It's a bad seasons of Doctor Who. This has been better. And yeah, since this is Jodie Whittaker's final season as the Doctor, fair enough. She got a somewhat good, if not crazy, short season to usher her out as the Doctor. Even though she's not done yet, she's still got 3 specials to do next season before she regenerates and we get the new Doctor. So, yeah. What are your thoughts, guys, on Doctor Who Season 13, Flux? Comment below, let me know. Are you looking forward to the New Year's Day special and, of course, Jodie Whittaker's other 2 specials next year? Who do you think the 14th Doctor's going to be? We still haven't been told who it is, even though I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed behind the scenes who it's going to be. I hope it's Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen, or maybe it's the Roof Doctor. People think it could be the Roof Doctor. Maybe and then, of course, Russell, are you looking forward to Season 14 with The King has returned? Russell T Davies is back in 2023 for Season 14. And, of course, the 60th anniversary. It's a big year. That's a year and a half away, so plenty of time for that. So... yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. Sorry if it was there was so much to talk about. I'm sure I've missed a few things out, but what did you guys think? On the whole, I think it was fine, but like I said, just too rushed, too much going on. They needed more episodes, but it definitely, on the whole, I did enjoy a lot of this season. Some good characters, some good plot points. The Doctor was better, I think. Some good, like Dan. We just needed some more episodes, I think. But I'm looking forward to the New Year's Day special in like less than a month's time. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I think the Daleks are back. Woohoo! They always come back. And then we'll see what ushers in, what dark fate awaits Jodie Whittaker. Because we've seen, obviously she got that warning, didn't she, from Time. What happens in her final 2 episodes. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all very soon.